As most people know, in the United States, there is a voluntary database, which is called SART. It stands for the Society of Assisted Reproductive Technology. And all of the reputable clinics in the United States submit their data voluntarily every year. And that's about 500 clinics. And if you look at the most recent data, which shows that in every category for IVF, donor egg, all age groups, our success rates were in the top 2% of clinics. Now the question is why? And the simple answer is I don't know, and that's because there's 500 other clinics and I haven't been to those places. But the reason why our live birth rates are 30-40% higher than the national average, I think probably has to do with the very small details. Other clinics are doing similar things that we are. They are looking at the studies, they're carefully monitoring their patients, they're building what they think is a good laboratory. But I think we're obsessive about the details, and I think that that is what makes the difference. Number one is our laboratory. We consulted with clean room engineers from Intel when we originally built our laboratory. It's the best possible laboratory that we could build at the time. And the air quality, the off-gassing of the components in the laboratory, everything we could possibly do to create the best environment for embryos was what we did. And from the start, when we opened in 1999, we were able to grow embryos to the most advanced stage, which is day 5, it's called blastocyst, really well. And the success rates were really high. And we've been really careful about every element of the stimulation. We're very particular about how the medicine is taken, in what order, what type of medicine that we give. We do our transfers the same exact way, the same exact time. In fact, I listen to the same music every time I do a transfer because I don't want any distractions. I want it to be something that I can repeat, something that will give us the best outcomes. There's certainly something about Oregon that contributes to our success as well. And I just learned when we had a meeting with Santiago Munier. Santiago runs Reprogenetics, which is the largest genetic testing company in the world. And he was testing embryos that they received from donor eggs, and they got DNA, and they were testing the DNA from 24 different fertility clinics. And he told us that he's not exactly sure why, but he told us that the rate of the embryos being genetically normal was highest in our program out of all centers. And he thinks maybe it's the way that we stimulate the egg donors. He thinks maybe it has something to do with the way that they grow in the laboratory. He joked that maybe it has something to do with the water in Oregon. I don't know. Oregon's a really clean place. It's very organic. Things grow very well, and that includes embryos also.